Hello everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome back to another episode of Dwarf Fortress. So in our last episode, we got a bit more construction done. We started just trying to dig into our caverns, we started building up more of our defenses, we started clearing out some more of our previous rooms, and generally got a little bit more stuff done around here. But we're running low on wood, for one thing, and we have to watch out for that soon, because that's quickly going to become a problem. And we're also going to start working on something a bit new. We're talking about our defenses being insufficient, and we're going to try building something I've never tried before. We're going to try and build a guard tower, or rather 2 guard towers, out near our front wall. It's going to be an interesting challenge because I've never tried to do it before, but we're going to try and build up some kind of defensive structure that we can use to fire arrows down on invaders that they won't be able to access because it's going to have no external doors. It's going to have walls and fortifications that people can fire through, but not actually going to have doors in it. So in theory, it'll be a place that we'll be able to attack out from, but they won't be able to attack in from. And if we ever get dogs, we'll be able to put dogs in it as well, and that way they'll be able to see invaders. So that'll be an area about here, probably a 5x5 square in each of these areas, which will fit nicely with our wall and our drawbridge, and it'll mean we have a nice, easily defendable area to try and attack from. Now, I've never tried to use these before, like I said, but it could be a fun thing to try, so we'll experiment with it and see what happens. Now, first of all, we're going to need to designate to chop down some trees, because there's definitely some trees in the way here. So we'll get rid of this junk. There we go. There's only a couple trees in the area, but we'll chop those down nice and quick. We're also going to come up to the top here and designate some more trees to get cut down from our lovely wooded area up here, because while there are plenty of trees there, and we don't really want to decimate the entire tree population on this map, we do need more wood. So we'll designate that to be chopped down, and that will give us some more wood to keep our woodworkers busy, and then we'll be able to go from there. So this should work out okay. We should be able to use this kind of stuff to get this area going, but we'll have to wait and see exactly what happens here. We've struck Alexandrite, which is interesting. That is an interesting thing indeed. Where is Alexandrite? Where are you? You are a fancy little gem, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly. Resume that. See what else you find in there. Anything else of value? I guess our dwarves are all busy mining out this area right now. Too busy to go down and dig out the bottom. That's fine, though. If we can find any nice... Whoa, whoa, whoa. What'd you find? Oh, just trying to find squirrels. Every time it just says giant, I get worried. Because I'm like, did you find an actual giant? Because that could be a problem. But no. No, that's not what it is. Alright, pop back up to the surface. There we go. Once this gets cleared out, we're going to try and start working on actually producing some manner of... fancy towers here. We do need these trees to get cleared out though, so people need to come over here and do that. I may have needed to leave this before I started the designations up above, but it looks like our woodsmen are coming to cut this down, no problem anyway. Our traps are gradually getting built as well, which is always nice. And this should work out without too much trouble for us, I think. If we try to build ourselves a floor, I think we can do that. We should be able to build a floor. And with a floor, we can try and start building upper levels and all kinds of fancy things around walls. It'll be a 3x3 area, which should hopefully be able to have some rising stuff going on too. I've never tried to build an above ground structure before, so this may be a complete fiasco, but it should be a fun complete fiasco, which is why we're going to go for it. We're probably going to connect the wall to this so we can build up around that structure. It might be a little bit larger than I was originally planning that way too, but we'll see. Let's see, walls, floor, stairs, and track. That's right. So we can come in here and build a floor. We can also build up down stairs this way, which is what we're going to need for sure. So we're going to build a floor first. Floor, go. We can build a floor that goes... If we expand it like this... The floor isn't going to need to be that big, so we're putting walls around it. So we can reduce it by that, about that much. Because if we put it here, that'll be a large area. If we make it a bit smaller... That's probably a bit more realistic. We could put that there and it would fit quite nicely. A 4x3 space would give us lots of room for stuff as well. So if we put that in there, a 4x3 floor space using quartzite, of course. There we go. It takes 1 for each tile or something like that. It's a very, very demanding production, but that should be okay. Problem is, we can't build on this one because they haven't gotten the tree out of the way yet. Come on, guys. Get with it. We'll start building one of them, though. If we can get this one built, then we'll move on to the second one. It's probably going to take us a while to get these things actually produced, though, so we definitely want to take our time here and make sure it all gets done properly, as our woodsmen come back with piles and piles of wood. Awesome. Alright, well, that'll be something we'll be working on for a little while in this episode. For now, though, we're going to give it a bit of time, and we're going to come back down to the lower levels and see if people have actually started to dig out our bottom tunnel yet. No, surprisingly enough. Maybe, I don't know what's going on down there, but they really don't want to deal with that. Apparently they're just concerned with digging out these tunnels. Finding more Alexandrite is nice, but I was kind of hoping that they'd go down and dig towards that cave area soon. Oh well, at least that gives us another reason to wait so we can actually build up some more of our defenses in our cave tunnels, because this is not the most well-defended area as far as I can tell. Are these all suspended or are they working? That's suspended, that's suspended, that's suspended, and that's suspended. I don't know why. Might be because there's stones sitting on top of them, but I'd be surprised if that's what it is. Can we tell them to build more traps? Can we build more cage traps in here now? 2 more. That'll do for now. That's fine though. Are they instantly cancelled? Not instantly. It might just be that there's stones in the way, so I might need to dump those stones before I can build anything else. That's fine though. If we come up to the top, we can see how our floors are coming. They're being built, so that's good. Someone needs to cut down this stinking tree though, seriously. This is in the way. Obnoxiously so. We can also start building some walls around it, but we're going to wait for that. We're going to try and... Oh, we should build the floor though too. We should build the tunnel underneath. Yes. Yes, we should. So, this is going to be a defended area that's directly linked to our main area. We're going to have to... Actually, we might link it directly to our militia room. So we'll dig a tunnel down here that'll come across to these. Because that way the barracks is the easiest, closest access to here, which is the people we want to be going there anyway. So we're going to dig out a little area over here as well. We'll mine out a small passage on the side here. Or maybe we'll put it in line with this. That'd be kind of nice. So I'll put it in here. No, not right there. We'll put it... What's a good spot for it? Here would be good. Cancel the designation. Not both of them. Okay, designation. Mine out this space. Yes. Then we're going to build out a little 3x3 room here that's going to be our tunnel down. And from there, underground, we're going to need to tunnel over to... Not like that, though. We'll need to tunnel over to our main structure. So we'll let that be built first. We'll build our downward stairway, and we can dig it across to here. So, resume. That'll be good. Our floor there is finished, which is nice. Unfortunately, this area is not finished, which is not so nice. So hopefully they'll get this done sooner or later, and we'll be able to actually get in here. Cut down this tree! Jeez, this is right in the way. I guess I shouldn't have designated all those other trees. I want this one to be high priority, though, and I don't know if you can actually prioritize a specific item like that very easily. Thankfully, all the quartzite up here has definitely sped up some of our projects. Why is there a little patch of blood that just got left behind? What's this from? Oh. Is he carrying a body or something? He must be carrying. Yeah, he's a hunter. He must have dripped some blood on there by mistake as he went past. Either that or the giant bush tit flew over top and dripped blood down below, which is kind of interesting as well. Alright, well, fine either way. That's interesting. We're going to need to try and get that tree cleared out quickly, though. Hang on, what's that? Why is all this blood over here? What was over here? There's a... Oh, it's more flying squirrels. Flying squirrels leave a lot of blood, apparently. Alright. Well, we can grab these resources. We just need that tree out of the way, really. And this area needs to be mined out. Problem is, until they actually come and do these things, it makes it a lot harder for us to actually make any progress here. Alright, well, if we build the walls... We should be able to build the walls now, at least. So we try and designate some walls. Walls. I hate building walls. We'll try it anyway. Hopefully nothing goes horribly wrong this time. Wall, you are going to come in here. It's too tall. There we go. The walls should go in here. We can carve fortifications into the walls, I believe. So that shouldn't be a problem. Lots of quartzite going on here. Gotta love me some quartz. And we'll go across this way. There we go. More quartzite, please. Where's the quartzite? There it is. Mark those out. And one more time, and then we can see if they'll actually be able to finish that or not. Or if they trap someone inside, which they're probably going to do, because they're not necessarily the brightest dwarves ever. There we go. That should get some walls working for us, and once those are built, we'll be able to dig ourselves a tunnel across to them if someone ever actually comes over and mines out this area. This is blinking, though, so it looks like somebody has a job to come dig it out. And it is all made in the silt, so it should go really fast, too. So that's good. Okay. A little bit of a slow process, but eventually these things will get done. That is one of the problems with building in Dwarf Fortress, is that everything takes much longer than you might think. It looks like he is cutting down that tree as well, which is nice, that we'll be able to get that out of the way and be able to build here. There we go, so we'll be able to now designate that other floor, so we can construct, that's the designation I want, build. Build another floor with F. There we go. We can mark it out. Where's my marker? There it is. And we'll build that there. That way we have another area that we can easily defend from, because having 2 is always better than having 1, especially because it means it's nice and symmetrical. And I can't help it, I like my buildings to look neat. So there we go, at least as neat as they can. I mean, this is a mess no matter what you do, but it looks a little bit neater than it otherwise might. We have more tables again. We probably should stop building tables. Am I still making them? So if we are, we should really stop. Yeah, stop doing that. You don't need any more tables. Plenty of tables. You are going to try and make me some more bins instead, because you already have one person making bins, but you know what? We'll go for a second person making bins. That way we'll have plenty. And that should be good for now. I might want to stop making things with wood for a little while, because we're probably going to need wood later. But the bins are useful. If we try and build more tables, we're going to have plenty to place. Way more than we need. We only need about 1 more row here. Yeah, we have plenty of spare tables. We can use them in the future if we need them, and that's fine. That'll get that stuff down. We should probably make some more chairs, though, shouldn't we? Because if we try and build some more chairs, we don't have any more. We need a couple more to finish off the row. So maybe I'll go back down and I'll get him, back up rather, and get him to finish working on the chairs instead of doing bins. Yeah, that's probably a better choice right now. So we'll get him working on chairs. There we go. That way we'll be able to finish off our chair production. Oh yeah, and I think we're looking pretty solid here. I think we're looking pretty solid. It's a bit busy in our fortress now. There's a lot of dwarves running around, but I think it's looking pretty good. People are moving all our tables into place, which is nice. People should be getting these areas dug out now, which is important too. There we go. That area is dug out, so we can now start digging lower. So we're going to designate our downward stairway here. If we build a down stairway, we can do it with J. So a down stairway there. Here we're going to build an up stairway, so that is a U for upward stairway. We're going to build a little room around it, so we're going to designate this space to be mined out. There you go. Is that directly below? Looks like it. Yes, good. And now we need to figure out how we're going to get ourselves over to where our towers are going to be. So it looks like we're going to be digging out a tunnel like this. Where does this take us? Not quite far enough. How about this? Too far. So if we go back to about there, that should do, because I'm going to put the entries in about this space here against the wall. So that should work out in our favor. We'll dig across to there, and we'll designate again until we're underneath the actual towers. Because once we get to... Actually, what I'll do is I'll run past them both, and I'll come up in this middle space here. So that'll work out nicely. We'll dig across to there. Now we need a upward stairway again. So we'll take our upward stairway. We'll come up over here. Good. Put our upward stairway there. And our other upward stairway is going to be right here. There we go. So that gives us an access tunnel to those. I may need to make this wider. And if I do, that shouldn't be too hard, because I can just make this longer and then extend up there as well. So we'll see how busy those tunnels get, because I don't like the one wide tunnels for anything that needs much use. It's hard to actually get a lot of people through them or back and forth through them. So if the shifts change and people need to move around, that might not work the best, but we can always just expand them if we need to, so that's not too much of a problem. For now, though, I want to see how it works. So if we build those upward stairwells there, we also need to designate some downstairs. We can designate a downward stairway on top of them both, which should be right here and right here. Can I... Interesting, I can't do that because of the construction of the floor. So if we come back in here, I should be able to remove those floors. If I designate remove construction... Remove construction is N. There we go. I should be able to remove this central tile, clear that out, and clear this out. That's a designation. Remove that one with X. Or, hang on, why can't I do that? Oh, I have to remove the whole construction. Remove building. Oh no, good. We only have the one central tile. That was what I wanted. So now we can tell them to designate a downward stairway again with J. Place it in that central tile. There we go. So that should mean now that we can actually get everything we need to get done here. Hopefully people don't obstruct all the walls and stuff while we're building, but that probably shouldn't happen, especially once we stop working on the ground floor, because then the odds of someone actually walking through it on the way to something else are pretty darn slim. As it stands, there's a lot of people running around and getting in the way, but once we get off the ground floor, like I said, you can't even get in from the outside, so the odds of anyone getting blocked are pretty low. Alright, we'll have to start with the corners first, though, to make sure that people don't get in the way and stop it that way. This looks like it's going pretty well, though. Our road is still getting built, our towers are now taking some shape. Hopefully this stuff all goes the way we want. There's a lot of things that are getting built right now, though, which makes it hard for any one thing to actually get built at any reasonable speed. If we check out down here, we have some of our gems coming through as well, which is fine. This tunnel hasn't been dug yet either. What about down below? Have they actually started digging out that lower area yet? Have our pots started getting used? Some of them. There's not a whole lot of them in there yet, but they're starting to pop in. Once we have fewer barrels, that'll start to take over, but I think that's going to take a long time. We should also designate these areas to be smoothed. So we'll say smooth stone with S, and we'll designate these areas that have not yet been smoothed to be smoothed. We should also start making more stone doors too, because as it stands, there's not enough doors yet. So we'll come down here, smooth out these areas, go! Alright, now if we go back, is there anywhere else that needs to be smooth right now? I don't know. We might start them working on the next stage of our operation, which is the carving stage. For now, that'll be fine though. That'll keep them busy for a little while longer. If we come back down to our masons, what are you guys working on? Nothing? What are you talking about? Nothing. Make me some doors. And you are going to start making me... What else can I get you to make? Anything useful? Doors. Make those doors at double time. Alright, that way we should get a nice number of doors built and we can actually make use of them. So that'll be good. If we pop up to the top floor here, people are working on this stuff, but I'm not seeing too much progress being done. Okay, I think we've actually cleared out this space now. So we're going to designate again a downward stairwell we can place right here. And that should mean that we'll be able to actually dig out this area as well. That'll be good. Alright, so once that's done, that'll be another step towards having these towers. We could even start building up these walls as well, but I think we'll hold off on that for now just because of the fact that this floor isn't finished yet. So we don't want them to block it in before they actually finish the floor. Although it looks like they're doing that in a hurry all of a sudden. I guess they heard me talking about it. Come on, guys. What is this mess, too? It's like a blinky red, yellow, glowy goop there. That's just loam. Furrowed loam is causing all kinds of weird problems there. Strange. Alright, well eventually those things will get dug out and we'll be able to move forwards with them. People digging down below? Not yet. Interesting. Alright, well, that's all well and good. That's all well and good. Our trap layer up here is solid now. We're trying to build 2 more to finish that area off so we can build some more traps, cage traps. Can I place 2 more down? Yes, I can. Good. That means we can finish that little row, which will be nice. And that should mean that people will start working on more mechanism production, which is important too, because we need some. We're also very low on wood still, which is a bit of a concern. I might want to stop building everything at the moment. We still need more bins though, from the looks of it. There's still lots of metals and things lying on the ground. And more chairs would also be nice. We may need to stop though, just based on how much wood we're actually getting. Oh, there we go. Good. He'll channel that out in no time through the loam. Probably not the best foundation for your defensive towers, loam, but we'll make do, I guess. And he should dig through there pretty quickly too, so that should be nice. He actually... Oh, interesting. They've dug out this one, but they have not dug out this one. If we go back down, apparently this one is still... Oh no, they dug out the bottom. They haven't dug out the top yet. Interesting. What is this? What's this pink here? That's loam. This is clay loam. Okay. Same as this pink over there, I guess. Interesting. Now we found some ores or something. Migrants have arrived! Welcome! Alright, let's take a look at our new migrants. What do we have here, gentlemen? Let's read our dwarves. How many new dwarves do we have? We have... Whoa! 32 dwarves! Wow. Well, that's an enormous army of dwarves. Phew. Some of those are babies. We got a couple babies in there from the births earlier, but wow! 32 new dwarves. That's insane. That's 166 total dwarves. Madness. What do we have here, too? We have lots of fishing dwarves. That's good. We have 1 hunting dwarf, 2 hunting dwarves. That's pretty good. We have some masonry and stone detailers. That's fine. Some crossbow makers. Interesting. You're a good doctor, dressing wounds and suturing. That's good. What do we have here? We got a butcher, some dyers, millers, brewers, plant processors, and cheese makers. I'll probably have to move around a lot of these skills. Nothing in here, which is interesting. We have 1 gem setter, 1 stone crafter, interesting, 1 clothes maker, and 1 potter. Nothing in this side either. What do you have for military skills? Are any of you militarily skilled at all? You're all pretty much dodgers. A bunch of you have mace dwarf, axe dwarf, swords dwarf skills. That's good. We might be able to put you to work. Mace dwarves might be an interesting squad to make too, if we can afford it. Lots of archers, too. Marks dwarves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new Marks dwarves. That can make another squad for us just right there. So we're probably going to try and take use of these guys soon, because that's pretty interesting. Also, they all have at least some level of armored shield user for the most part, so that's good. If we check out our social skills, anything unusual there? Mincot has a bunch of Consoler, Flatterer, and Pacifier, and Id has a whole bunch of level 1s of things. That's interesting. Let's see what Id and Mincot have in other skills. Anything unusual there? Id, you have 1 skill here, so that's fine. That's not unusual. And Mincot is the one who has the doctor skills, so no wonder. He's a doctor. It makes sense that he would have skills in consoling. Persuading, I don't know, but consoling makes sense if he's a doctor. That's cool enough. Alright, so, these guys are interesting. We'll have to rename them for next episode, because that'll take a long time, so I'm not going to do that right now. You can see who's joined up next time. For now, though, there's another thing I want to look at. We're going to lower this here, we're going to come back to our main game, and we're going to pop open our unit list. Actually, we can't do that yet because we're not in the army yet. Until they get into our fortress, they're not going to be able to do anything. So we'll wait till they get here, and then we'll go from there. Once they get to the fortress, we'll be able to take a closer look at their relevant information. See if these guys are all also elf murderers. Wouldn't surprise me if they are, but we'll have to wait and find out. So there we go. Our tunnels are carved out, the floors here, and the walls aren't done yet, but that'll be interesting once they eventually get built. Hopefully people get working on that soon. I should probably stop having so many different construction orders on at once. Maybe get some more masons working too. Because there's a lot of people, but not a lot of these things are actually getting built at the same time. Also, as our dwarf numbers increase, we're going to need more food, we need more drink, we need more bedrooms. These guys are not getting the fastest work here done in these bedrooms. If we check down below, I'm pretty sure they still haven't done the tunnel yet. Yeah, still no work on the tunnel. That's fine. If we come back up to the top, I may just cancel all these designations for now, because this is taking up way too many man-hours, or rather dwarf hours, from our production, although it's not as long of a tunnel as they were on the other side, I don't think. It's pretty much the same, actually. It's pretty much in the middle. Oh, well, we'll let them do that for now, get them some more training in their lovely skills, but kind of want to work on some other things, like all of these. I'll have to wait and see for now, though. Alright, well, apart from that, we're looking pretty good here. Our smoothers are doing a good job of smoothing out these rooms new. We should be making more doors as well we'll be able to use soon. I don't see many of them yet, though. I guess our masons are all busy working outside. That's another one of the problems here. We have so many different projects going on that use all of our few resources. It's hard for us to actually get everything else done because we need masons and architects out here. We need all of our quartzite everywhere. It's potentially a problem. If we take a look at our unit list now, though, we should be able to see that. No, that's not the right thing. I want the unit list. There it is, you. Alright, the unit list. If we take a look at some of our new dwarves, they're people who don't have names, such as this friend. Do you have murders? Yes, you do. You've killed an elf. Alright. What about you? You're new. Have you done anything? You have not killed anything. Excellent. What about you, Trapper? Have you killed anything? Yes, you have. You've killed an elf and 6 goblins. Awesome. What about you? You're a gem setter. Have you killed anything? Yes, you have. You've killed 2 elves and a troll. You killed a troll. Nice. You must be pretty good. What about you? If you're a potter, have you killed anything? Yes, you have. You've killed an elf, goblins, and a troll. Wow, you guys are apparently pretty good fighters, despite not having particularly amazing fighting skills. What about you? Wrong button. You've killed 7 elves. What? You've killed 2 important elves and 7 other elves. You guys are all elf murderers. I'm going to be in trouble here when they come back and discover that. What about you? You've murdered 2 grizzly bears. Awesome. It's funny looking at all this stuff. There's so many bits of information hidden in these games. Riff, have you killed anything? You've killed an elf and 5 gigantic pandas. Alright. What about you? You've killed 2 elves, a kobold, 14 elves, and 3 grizzly bears. Awesome. You guys murder stuff all over the place. What about you? 2 leopards. Awesome. In the Hills of Mystery. Anybody else here who's murdered things for us? That's one of our guys. Have you murdered anything? You have killed a kobold. Drearsness. I don't know why you don't have a name in here. Sometimes it's weird. The names don't show up properly. But that's pretty cool. We got a lot of elf murderers again, though. Kind of like we suspected we might. Oh well. We should hopefully be able to get these things built, though, at some point. There's so much production that needs to get done, though. That's the problem. So much production. On the plus side, all these additional workers should make it easier for us to do things like move stone around and do that kind of stuff in the meantime. Because while they don't have any specific jobs, most of them, they'll be able to help us with the jobs that we do have going. Look at all those traps, though. It's a nicely defended area, if I do say so myself. Hopefully that'll be enough to actually slow down anyone who comes in. And if we look down below... We don't have any doors here yet, really? Because our masons are all busy, like I said earlier. We can build some more chairs. We should have plenty of those now to place. That might let us finish off our chairs completely. Wrong button. Cancel. Chairs. Chair, yep. There we go. This should actually be enough chairs to finish this line, which should more or less finish off our kitchen. There we go. Finish off our dining room. Excellent. So we can go back upstairs and stop the production of chairs. Come back up. Over to the woodsman. Excellent. No more carpenter work for you. Go back downstairs. Can we actually make more lye? That's another good question. We want to make sure we keep on top of our soap production. So if we come in here to the ashery, can we make some lye? We'll set that on repeat for now. And we'll come over to the soap maker's workshop. We don't have any tallow, or at least don't have the lye yet to proceed there. That's fine. So we'll get that working. Lots of pots in here, which is good. We'll be able to use those in the future. There's quite a large number of them in there. Lots of beds as well. Hopefully we have enough beds to actually supply all the new people. We don't have 30 beds though, so I should maybe get him to start making beds again instead. Produce beds, on repeat, go. Alright, if we can get some lye though, that would be a good step towards getting more soap, which would help keep our fortress clean, and that's good. We need ash, alright, so I need to make ash first. Can I make ash in my wood burning workshop? Wood furnace, you're making charcoal. Do I have another one? You're making charcoal as well. The ashery doesn't make ash, does it? No. The charcoal makes ash. The charcoal makes ash. I'm a genius. The kiln, you can make pearl ash and plaster powder and a variety of things like that. We don't actually have the things to make that yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to stop making charcoal in one of our furnaces. We're going to start making ash. So we'll burn some trees there for a bit to make ourselves a nice huge pile of ash, and we'll go from there. We may run out of charcoal here doing this, but hopefully we will be able to make do. And that won't be too much of a problem. But we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. So with that going on, that'll give us the tree we need to make the ash we need to make lye, which we can then use to make soap. Oh, so many things to keep thinking about. There's also our fortresses over here, which are not quite finished yet. I do like how they're kind of extending out of the gateway, so we have the gateway that closes into the guard stations. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I do want to finish this though, because for some reason they're not finishing them for some inexplicable reason. They also haven't done too much work on our road recently either, which is kind of strange. Have they cancelled it? Have they suspended them? Why? Unsuspend that. What else is getting suspended? Have these things also been suspended? I'm going to take a look here because I can't tell. No, there's one that's suspended. Don't know why you guys are suspended. You're not giving me any information on them. That's frustrating. Hopefully they don't keep doing that and they actually build them all. Otherwise our road is going to be a constantly flashing reminder of how we failed at construction. Okay. Okay, well we're making some progress here. Oh, hello. Gunnar has given birth to a boy. Excellent. Another child. Another mouth to feed eventually. Get these areas dug out. Jeez. Okay, I'm definitely coming down here and canceling these designations. We can always come back and set them back in later, but they are not doing the things I need them to do, so I am going to cancel all of these mining designations. We can come in and do them again later, maybe. More important to get the rest of our fortress built than to dig out for more ores. There we go. Plus that has a nice mine look in it. Semi-completed digging projects. If we come back down here, they should be now prioritizing this lowest thing. Yep, that tunnel's already mostly dug out, in fact. What is this? This is, orthoclays, right. Alright, so that's good. They'll keep digging that out soon, and I should also prioritize the bedrooms now, a little bit higher. Once they get that stuff built. Whoop, hello. Nah, there we go. They're good. They're starting to build the bedrooms, so we can work on that. Once those are in place, we'll be able to place more beds, and that'll be a good step forward in the right direction as well. Get that stuff dug out there, gentlemen. Gentle dwarves. Okay. Okay. Well, as it stands, that's looking pretty solid. We're getting a lot of stuff dug out here, smoothing out the stone, clearing out those areas. Good. Lots of work to be done. Now, if we take a look at one of our dwarves here, let's see what they think about our awesome new dining room. So what do you see for you? Can we check your inventory? Can we check what you think? Not that way, apparently. We do it this way, though. Yes, I believe so. Yes, good. Thoughts and preferences. What do you think about the dining room? She dined in a legendary dining room lately. Awesome. Awesome. It looks like our people are fairly happy for the most part, too. If we take a look... You have kills, too? What have you killed? You killed an elf, an elf, an elf, and 2 grizzly bears. Awesome. Take a look at our dwarf therapist here. We can see the overall mood of our fortress. The bright green is what we want, because those are people who are very happy. And for the most part, that's what we get. This is based on your lowest, I believe. Yeah, lowest happiness in the group. For the most part, though, our dwarves are pretty darn happy. Lots of green there. Our newest people are a little bit yellow still, because they're not accustomed to the lovely wonders of our new fortress. But they're all at 112 happiness anyway, so that's not too bad. You have a pretty long leeway before things start to become a problem. So this should work out pretty nicely for us. These guys are all looking pretty happy. So we'll come back in here, pop the game back into motion, and see if what we can get going on here before we're done. We're just about done for today, I think. We may try and get a little bit more work done on our fortress walls here, if people will actually finish them. It looks like it's almost finished. This space hasn't been built yet? No. The other ones have. They're rough quartzite, but that's fine. Rough quartzite block floor. Oh, did I try to make them into quartzite blocks? Ah. Is this what rough quartzite? No, it's the same. Okay, I just used them. I'm getting confused. I thought I used them out of just raw quartzite, but that is in fact what I did. The game is just confusing me. So, have you resuspended those roads? No, you've cancelled making ash. No, you haven't. You've cancelled making lye because you don't have any ash. That's fine. We'll come back in here. Now that we should have some ash, we can get you to make some lye for us again. Make lye on repeat. There you go. Once that gets going, we can also start making some soap again, because I know we've been hunting down animals, so that should give us plenty of tallow to use. We got plenty of wood in there again, so that's also nice. Good. It's always nice to see our stockpiles refilling instead of decreasing. So, with that said, looks like that's coming along well. Our digging is going nicely, as always. Awesome. Awesome. So, looking good here. It looks like we are now able to make the tallow. We're not getting that canceled immediately on us, so that's always a good step in the right direction. From there, we'll be able to start producing our soap again, so that'll also be good. Do we have much soap? I can't tell. Check our stocks. We should be able to get that in bars. Do we have much soap left over? Bars are here. We have 384 iron bars, which is awesome. 210 charcoal, which is great. And about 17 bars of soap. I'm pretty sure bars of soap can be used more than once, but I'm not sure. I don't know how that works. We have 3 ash already, though, which is good, so the ash bars we'll be able to make lye with. I'm not sure if where lye is in this list. Maybe liquids? Or globs? Globs is tallow, I think. We have plenty of tallow. Look at that. Lots of tallow, so we can make lots of soap. Liquids, I don't see lye in there either. But we do have plenty of tallow here in globs, so that'll be good once we can actually make stuff out of it. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's definitely a step in the right direction here. We got dyes and sands and stuff. That'll be useful. Plaster. We don't have a whole lot of gypsum plaster. We're going to want more of that for sure. Lots of meals. That's awesome. Can we take a look at the meals? Can we look at them in more detail? Can you view them? No, you cannot view the meals. That's fine. Alright, interesting stuff, though. Interesting stuff. Those are all lavish meals. I'm clear out this piece of junk here on the floor. I don't know why there's a single... oh, it's a quiver. And a bolt. It's weird. Someone dropped their stuff, I guess. Somebody will pick that up before too long. Alright, interesting. If we come back up to here, can we actually build more of this stuff? Very, very slowly, it looks like. Ugh. What is that? Are those more flying squirrels? Probably. Flying squirrel woman. Flying squirrel woman. Interesting. I thought those were just normal flying squirrels. Those are flying squirrel people. There's a lot of those animal people around here right now, for whatever reason. Okay. So, once you guys eventually get those areas built, that'll be nice. Plus, the nice thing is, since we have these tunnels in the floor, they can't get trapped in there. They can just go back out through here again. So that'll be good. Because this guy seems to be spending a lot of time inside the room, which means he'll probably wind up sticking himself there afterwards. Yeah, he's got another piece of the wall built. That's good. These are actually coming along not too badly. If we can get these dug out, we'll be able to turn these into fortifications and build up higher levels. I don't know how high I'm going to go. I might go 3 floors high, I think. That'd be kind of fun. We'll go 3 floors high for our watchtowers, and that would be decent enough. It's not super high, but it should give them a bit of a vantage point, and from there they'll be able to do what they please. This should probably have been an up-down stairway, shouldn't it? Yeah, I might have to remove those and put in up-down stairways instead, because with only a down stairway, if I want to make multiple floors, that makes it a lot harder. They've almost already finished that one, though. That's pretty cool. Well done, guys. You've actually bothered to finish something I've asked you to do. These dwarves, they're slow workers. That's all I gotta say. Very slow workers. They like to put things into place and then not do anything with them, like these roads. So many things here. Construct building, cancel item blocking site. If there's like a couple bits of hay on the ground that's blocking the site, I'll be so annoyed by that. I don't know. We'll have to come through and clear this space out later, I guess, because apparently the game doesn't want to let us build these things, but that's fine. For now, it's coming along pretty well. We've just about finished one of our guard tower bottom floors, which should make the rest a little bit easier. And from there, we can move on to making other fancy things. So that's good. Our defenses are coming together for once. In fact, we might even be able to build these once we're under siege if we have the correct gear here. Because if we can get up into the top floor and stuff, then we can actually build those floors while we're up higher, so close combat people won't be able to fight us. That could be interesting. That could be interesting indeed. I'm very surprised we haven't been attacked by anything. Still, it's been a long time with no attacks. Either way, our people are training up. They're getting better gradually. What is all this stuff? What's going in here now? That is a shrub. This is a young tower cap. That is a young fungi wood. Got lots of mushroom things growing in here, which is interesting, because I've never actually had these kinds of spaces before. Very neat. Alright, well, lots of stuff being done. That's good. We've actually made some progress today. We started building our defensive towers. We've started digging out these bedrooms, which is a long, laborious process for sure, but is definitely starting to happen, so that's good. And if we go down further, we can see that our defenses here are slowly getting built. Our tunnel down below is actually finished now, I think. No, not quite, but it's getting there. It's getting there. We'll be able to use that later on. Awesome, we're actually making some progress here. Now, one more thing we're going to want to make sure we do is try and make sure we build some more traps before I forget. Can I place many more cage traps in here? Yeah, there's a couple. We're going to need to make sure we figure out what's wrong with these blocked ones, because for some reason, this one, and this one won't be built for whatever reason, so we're going to have to see if we can't figure out why that's happening. But for the most part here, I'm not too worried about it. That'll get us in the right direction. These traps will eventually protect us. So, awesome. Whew. I think we're going to have to end off there for now. We've got a lot of stuff being built. We've got a lot of progress being made here. Our fortress is getting smoothed out more. Defenses are being built. We're building up our doors and things to actually let us keep ourselves safe. Well, we will eventually once our masons get done doing everything else. We got a whole bunch of new doors we'll be able to use to help work on new things. And generally, our stuff is working pretty well for us. So, oh, I should make sure I start the soap process before I forget. Alright, into the soap maker's workshop. Hello, make soap from tallow, repeat. Awesome. That way we'll have lots of more new soap. Either way though, thank you very much for watching, guys. This has been Vanguard of Valor, playing some more Dwarf Fortress for you. Hopefully you're still enjoying these episodes. It's fun for me to make them. It's always interesting to experiment with this kind of stuff. Anyway, if you have liked the episode, don't forget to leave a like on the episode. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments, and I would love to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.